So hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sauteed Side. I'm Ali here and I'm back with a fresh new recipe. Well, today I'll be making some classic bread pudding. So the caramel custard, the bread pudding and the fruit custard were the staple desserts when we were growing up and we just enjoyed eating them. So usually during after Sunday mass, whenever we would check out our local bakery and go for the savory stuff like chicken patties or sandwiches, we would definitely go for some bread pudding. And these are some really lovely memories that I remember eating it. So here I am today and I'm going to show you all how to prepare the perfect and the easiest caramel bread pudding. I'm also going to share you all the tips and tricks on how to get that perfect smooth glossy texture. So this bread pudding is a no bake, no oven version. So without wasting any further time, let's dive into the recipe and let's cook together. So to prepare the caramel bread pudding, I'll be first caramelizing the sugar. Take a pan and heat it. Keep the flame on medium. Now I've taken 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Let's add it in the pan. Spread it out. So to prevent crystallization, I'll be adding few drops of lemon juice, about 2 to 3 drops. Keep your flame on medium and resist the urge of stirring this, as stirring might cause crystallization. So in case I just want to stir it, I will just swirl the pan. Now as you see, the sugar is starting to melt. You can swirl the pan like this. You can take it off heat like this to control the temperature so that it doesn't burn. Burning the caramel will make it taste bitter, so avoid that. Take it off heat like this and let it melt. So the color I'm looking is for amber red. You can see I'm going to switch off the flame. I've got a perfect color. And the sugar also has melted completely. Now I'll add it in the baking pan. Let's add it. You can swirl it around as you add it so that it evenly spreads. Now as you can see that the caramel is spread evenly. In case it does not spread evenly, you can heat it on the gas a little bit and then spread it out once it melts. You can use a cake pan like this, or you can use a steel tiffin. You can use a glass tiffin which is heat safe. So the choice is completely yours. So you need to cool down the caramel and let it set before adding the bread pudding mixture. As if you add it when it's hot itself and doesn't set, the caramel will then mix with the bread pudding and you won't get that amber red color. Now I'll set this aside and let's prepare the bread pudding mixture. Now I've taken 500 ml of full fat milk and I'll bring the milk to boil. Once the milk comes to a boil, I'll lower the gas and now I'll let this simmer for 2 to 3 minutes on low flame. To the milk I'll be adding some sugar. Some nutmeg and cardamom powder. I mentioned all the quantities in the description below and also at the start of the video. Now I'll give this mixture a nice stir and let it simmer on low flame for 3 minutes. Now it's been 3 minutes. I'll switch off the flame and let the mixture cool for a couple of minutes. Now I've taken some bread slices and I've cut it into small pieces like this. You can use the edge or the leftover bread. Is the best way to repurpose old or stale bread. Now let's add it in a bowl. Now I'll pour the hot milk. Now to this I'll be adding some butter. This is unsalted butter. And now let's add in some salt. Salt will balance out the sweetness in the bread pudding. In case you're using salted butter, then do not add the salt. You can skip it. Now you can mix everything really well. Now I'll allow the bread to soak in the milk and let the mixture cool down completely. Once the mixture is cooled down, I'll add it in the mixer jar. Now let's add in a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Now I've whisked 4 eggs. Let's add it in the mixer jar. Now I'll cover and give this a few grinds until I get a nice smooth mixture. My mixture is now ground. It's nice and smooth, as you can see. It's nice fluffy as well. Now I'm going to strain this mixture in a baking pan so that I get a nice smooth mixture. So now this is the cake pan where I poured my caramel into. It's completely cooled down and set. Now I'll take a sieve and let's add in the bread pudding mixture. And there you go. So I've taken a steamer and added water in it, and I put it on the gas on a medium flame, and I'm going to heat it for 3 minutes before I add this into the steamer. You can use a heavy bottom vessel as well. You can add in a stand, add in water, and place your baking pan or the steel container or the glass container on the stand and then cover it and let it steam. Now I'm going to cover this with a foil paper and seal it completely so that no water enters while it's steaming. Now after 3 minutes, I'm gently going to place it in the steamer. Now I'm going to cover and let this steam on a medium flame for 35 to 40 minutes until it is nicely done. Now it's been 40 minutes. And now let's have a check. I'm just gently going to remove the foil. I'm going to switch off the flame and let the bread pudding cool down completely. So my bread pudding is cooled down completely. It has got a lovely yellow color and the aroma is also amazing. Now I'm going to cover this with a foil so that it doesn't dry out. And now I'm going to refrigerate this for minimum 2 hours so that it nicely sets. So my bread pudding is chilled for 2 hours. I'll run a spatula through the edges to unmold it nicely. Now I'm going to take a plate and put it on top and just up and upside down like this and give it a few taps. Now is the moment of truth, guys. There you go. My bread pudding is done. It has got a lovely color. Let's slice into one and see. Cut it through. Let's remove and see. And there you go. It has got a nice lovely glossy texture and it's perfect.
So
I hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys. Do give this caramel bread pudding a definite try and let me know in the comment section how it turned out. If you all have any questions or queries related to the video, drop in a comment and I would be happy to help. My fond memories of having the bread pudding was from the Irani cafes in Bombay. They would prepare one of the best ones. Apart from that, local bakeries in and around the colony where I used to live. And of course in Bandra and all the other well-known bakeries. Do let me know what is your fond memory related to the bread pudding, or which is the best place that serves the best bread pudding in town. Drop in a comment and I would love to check it out. Do share this video with as many family and friends. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, go and hit the subscribe button. You can also press the bell notification for all the latest updates on our videos and recipes. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram by the name Sauteed Side. And I'll see you next time. Happy cooking!